You have poison.
They're
Lovely.
They're at the alchemist getting potions identified. So y'all can tell him what you got.
2 poisons, a potion of flight, a potion of healing, a potion of clairaudience, and a strong healing potion.
Ooh, nice.
And
We
this
have
point-
yet to do, John.
Oh, well, John D has put his up there and paid for it, and the coins go into the slot. And he takes a sip of this and stoppers it, and he gets this fierce look in his eyes. Oh, yeah. He sets it back down. This is a potion of champions.
What does that do?
It's like the potion of heroes, but stronger.
7 goes hides behind Mars.
What's the potion of heroes do?
Okay, off-world knowledge. The potion of heroes is the potion of heroism.
Oh. This is the potion of superheroism equivalent. Fucking
Yeah,
neat.
it is. And I already rolled perception checks. Kragan and Pascal both definitely heard this shit. So yes, John D, you have a potion of superheroism.
Nice. Ooh, that's awesome.
Okay. And does anyone else have any potions? Because that's all I have wrote down on my cheat sheet.
+1.
Kragan, you gonna try to buy it off, John?
Well, John, do you want to use it, or would you rather
Are we
give it to?
splitting the XP from identifying the potions?
Let's see. Oh wait. Lars has one.
1093.
Lars has recovered a potion. Okay, good.
Because, like Robin said, this is party loot. So.
Yeah. Everything I heard from everyone was that the potions were party loot.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah,
I mean, if people want to say, hey, I'd like that, like we normally do, that's good. I can say Kragan will definitely put forward a bit on the superheroism.
You've already paid for them.
Well, no, like it's party loot, yeah? So at this point...
Yeah, but this is splitting the XP from it, though.
You know, XP should be split evenly if DM allows it. But in terms of who's holding on to it for use... Well, really, anyway.
But aren't yours 3 leaving, though?
No, I don't know where you got that idea from.
The man in green over there.
There were considerations. I never said it was happening. I said it might happen.
And then from yourself, Eminem.
Then I apologize. I appear to have misdirected you unintentionally. Let me assure you all, I'm planning to stick around if you all will have me. Like, if you're like, no, we don't want the Corvos here, they'll feel hurt, but they're not going to stick around where they're not wanted.
Okay.
I would like to say 2 things about the potions I got. One, if I do not keep the poison potions,
y'all keep talking amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute.
All I say is about with the potions, just don't give them to Leonard. That's all I'm saying.
I think Ariel should just keep the 2 poison ones.
Yeah. I am happy to keep them. I'm just saying.
If that shit ends up in my food and I don't die, you will. Oh, there we go. 2 people.
If we give it to Emmett, if we give it to Sebastian, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, Sebastian, I'm going to say that the group is vetoing your claim on poison. You want that shit?
What will happen is the entire town guard is going to be on our ass.
Yeah, and I hate to do this to you, but not really. No, fuck that. No.
Yeah, I think I can be trusted.
We're already looking at
3 of those.
Corvo versus Praetor round 2 happening back at the house.
And then it was 43 gold pieces. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry.
Take the bottle of the poison if you are offering to give it to people.
Well, we will see that in a minute. I was just saying, we just don't give one to
1093.
From what I heard,
Leonard
8, 9, and 7.
I just don't want
6 carry the 1 becomes
a worse reenactment of Border Town.
Heyo. Yes, Leonard, we do not trust you. You have earned this lack of trust through your actions repeatedly.
You
If your
tried
actions
to make
improve, the trust will
poison.
be restored.
You tried to make poison once and tried to test it on a pig.
Congratulations, we're
And
glad you
then
finally
also
caught
said
up.
he was going to use it on rifle.
Uh-huh.
That too.
Yeah, no, Leonard, I don't hate to say this, you have lost a lot of trust we would have had in
And
you.
you were saying you're gonna burn down the entire house one time.
Yeah, huh? Your
And then you
actions have
made
consequences. Like, I don't know
then
how
you
better to
leaked all
explain
over
it.
the floor.
All right.
Yeah. And then you end up leaking all over the floor.
Well,
with
he
oil.
already has that, and he has done that. But the thing is,
You already
he's
did that, yeah.
sleeping sickness all the time, so we don't have to worry about that.
Usually, but let's
Wow.
not
Well,
give him poison to have problems with later. Please, I'm begging you all.
especially poison we don't know the ill effects of.
I
Mhm.
have a potion gifted by Lagatha, given post Ganji fight.
Oh
What?
my god, you are kidding me. I am less
I'm
than...
looking.
Oh.
I'm looking in out of character chat. Feltec said at 10:03.
3 becomes 6.
Oh, no, I gave you a potion of healing. Which, if I remember correctly, you used on Bevan.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Anyhow, he has sampled the potion that Lars recovered. And he says, "Good sir, this is an elixir of youth. I offer you 2,000 gold for it right now."
Hold up, hold up, hold up. What does that do? And this is coming from Goran.
It is said to rejuvenate one by up to a year.
So, one question, was that with the potions we found, or is that just something he had on him that never got identified?
It was from the dungeon crawl.
Okay, before we sell it,
Wait,
hypothetically
what's-
speaking, if, say, I met a ghost and he aged me, 10 years, would that do anything special to that?
Oh, like the man said, you'd get 1 year back.
I mean, that's something.
Year's a year, my friend.
It will counter effect aging of any sort.
But only up to a year, or would it do the full amount since that would be unnatural aging?
I cannot say how much
Shoot
youth
it.
it would restore. You would have
2,000.
to quaff the whole container for the best effects.
I hate to say it there, Gleck, but
Thank you for the information, and Gorn will pay him a gold piece for putting up with the questions.
He'll slide it into the slot.
I definitely think that would be selfish for us to give up 2,000 go just so you can get back your years.
I understand. Would the party be willing to let me buy it off them for 2,000 gold? I have that money. Also, give me a second.
You want to buy it from us for 2,000 go, that just means you wouldn't get a cut of it.
Alright, fair enough. Like, I really would like to do the potion because I was, in fact, unnaturally aged by a ghost, and I would like to not be unnaturally aged by a ghost. Yeah.
Are we in agreement with that?
So the party is selling it to Kragan. Was
Goran.
it Kragan? Goran
Goran.
for 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the alchemist will offer 2,500.
Oh, fuck you, man. That was out of character. Please don't make me have consequences for saying
Well,
fuck you.
Goran, what do you want to make it 3,000?
I'll match him. 2,500.
I'll throw in 500, says
Oh.
Lars.
Lars, what? You're adding to mine or him, or you're going for yourself?
I mean, if you're matching him, that doesn't really get you ahead, Eminem.
Yeah, but the difference is selling it to some guy who, granted, does sell his potions, and to Gorin, one of the heavy
Yes.
hitters.
Someone within the team gets priority.
Someone who's been here since the damn beginning.
The alchemist says 2,500 is my final offer.
2,501. There, I beat him. Happy now?
That is
Alright.
that is petty. I
Alright,
love that.
that is sold.
Okay, thank you, party. I will add 2,000. 2,001, 1,000 gold pieces. No, I don't have that many. 2 1,000s, 1 500, and a gold piece to party loot. That's party loot now. We all can divvy that up in a second.
Technically,
And
that'd be 14 because
That was so funny.
give me a second.
no, but the
Save.
178.64 be 14 members of the party.
Lars will round it up with 499 gold, or its equivalency.
You're carrying around 49 pounds of gold bars? Like, I was going to pay with an actual gold piece. You don't have to, man.
He's got excessive amounts of gold. Not more than 20 pounds or so, but
Alright, so it's 185.71 per person. Well, for 14 people.
Alright, I added in Gorin's
Lars
stuff that he added to the
added-
party loot.
Lars added the 499 to make it 500 for an even 3,000 for the potion. Hurry up, quick. Drink it.
Okay.
Okay, here. Lars, do you have a 500 gold piece gem just to make this simpler?
Yes, he does.
Alright, here. Gold piece to you from Gorin to Lars. So, Lars, add that up and then make that 5,000 gold piece gems there. Thank you, Lars. Alright, and knocking off another gold piece.
3,000 divided by 14, it's going to
Before-
be 14.28.
Before I drink this, is there anything I should know? Like, is this
The
going to
alchemist-
knock me out for a week or make me grow a second head or...
The alchemist shakes his head. No.
Well, I pray to the gods this works the way I hope it does, and Gorin is going to drink it, the whole thing.
Gorin, roll a 1d4.
Alright, you want this in bots or physical?
That's up to you.
2.
2. Gorin, you will get 3 years back.
Okay. Hey, I stalled off the aging into the next age bracket for a bit. I went from 38 to 35 years. Huzzah! I'm still the oldest of the trio.
The entire contents of the flask must be consumed. Taking the full potency dose reduces the imbiber's age by 2 to 5 years. Drinking the lower potency liquid reduces age by only 1 to 3. So, 1d4, which you rolled, plus 1.
We'll just put the 4 GP in the party loot.
Okay. Does anyone else have any potions that they need identified, since you're pretty much all there?
Those.
Nope. Not for mutants.
What do you mean 14 ways? Wouldn't it be 16 ways?
No,
No? Why
because
not?
because those people didn't go to buy it, so they're exempt from it. That'd be double dipping.
No, that just means they get part of their investment back.
And they agreed to the
You know what?
terms.
I'm not worried. I'm not involving myself in your party politics. Okay.
Lars,
No.
unless you desperately want to get back the money you got from there, in which case I'll pay you an extra 200 gold pieces for backing me up there, just to keep things simple, I'm willing to be exempt here.
No, he's
It's
not worried about
Bad
it.
policy, but whatever. Okay, so y'all, you get 2 1,000 gems and 2 500 gems. Figure out the distribution from there, because those aren't actual
You
physical
already
gold
did.
pieces. You can't split them in half and be like, okay, this is worth this much, this is worth that much.
We know. We already did.
Okay, and I marked those off of Gorin's character sheet, and amazingly, he's still got money yet.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, shopkeeper. All right. So everyone is done with the alchemist at this point, I take it.
Mhm.
Okay. That took about.
Did Feltic get his potion? Because he said he had one that he wanted to get identified, but we got caught up with the elixir of youth.
Okay. And I'm not seeing where he said that, but I did see it. Okay. All right, Feltec, if you've put the money up, I don't know if Feltec can hear us because he's been having Wi-Fi problems. Oh, he has. Okay. Then in short order, he will tell you it is a potion of dragon control.
What?
Congrats.
Damn, I bet you all wish you could interdimensionally transmit that shit.
Yes, very much so. I would love to have that.
Why can I never find the thing I'm looking for when I'm looking for it? And every other time when I look for something else, that is the first thing I flip to.
Yes, but 7 does not hit at 8th level with a hammer while functioning
Actually,
as
I
a 6th
do
level.
hit at 8th level.
Ah, sweet. You should get up in the front line too then.
I am in the front line.
Okay, and all good. Let's see. We had dragon control. Someone quickly roll down with me because I'm
Actually,
quickly...
no, that is not party loot. That is something Lagatha gave to Feltic. That is his own potion.
Oh, his potion, dragon control, is not party loot.
Mhm.
Okay, taking that off. So we have party loot wise, superheroism, 2 poisons. What else?
No, we have champion.
Super champion.
It's a potion of superheroism. That's champion is what the alchemist called it.
Okay. 2 poisons, which are probably going to go to Ariel and
Yeah, we all
Essex.
kind of agreed that arrow and
Okay,
Essex
I'm
would
just
get it.
writing it down for posterity. What else did we get? That is
I
party
have
loot.
a flight potion for 1 hour.
Flying.
A potion of extra healing. Well, technically it's a strong healing potion, as he said. Honora hands that over, but they didn't know who to hand it to.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to hand it to you because I was under the still assumption from both you and Grills, you three were leaving.
Okay, so an extra healing potion. There was also a regular healing that was identified, I believe, and Claire Audience, if I recall
Our
correctly.
audience, yeah,
Anything else?
that was it. Whatever John D got.
I did too. The audience, the hearing, and 1 healing.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have that listed.
John D, what did you get again? I think John D's was the
John, what?
superheroism.
John, I was just about to say that.
Okay. So, if it's okay with the party, we should definitely have a fighter hold on to superheroism. Dungeon Master, trying not to meta. Is the knowledge about who is best affected by that potion something we know about or no?
Okay, shall I tell you all what we're kind of, this is not meta, he's going to tell you to the best of his knowledge what these potions will do. Would y'all like that?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. I will start with where I see the list there. Superheroism, or as he called it, the potion of champions. Temporary increase in life energy. Unless they are a champion already. The effects will last from 5 to 25 minutes. It's a short burst, but the burst it gives is it turns a street urchin into a warrior. It turns a warrior into a superhero. It turns superheroes into even more superheroes.
Superheroes. Nice.
Okay, poison. He's not going to talk about that shit. Okay, Feltec, good. You're back in voice. He is not discussing the poison. He will not discuss that with anyone. He's not asking any questions. He's not volunteering information, but if the authorities come and ask him, he will tell them the truth. But now, let's see. Let me see something.
I'm gonna update it real quick. Boop.
He will say, I wouldn't drink that or get it near any open wounds.
Okay, what's he have to say about flying?
Okay, hold on. I'm getting another beer. That's right. Dungeon Master getting another beer.
The Dungeon Master quaffs his own potion of superheroism.
That's the potion of steady hands.
Would that be +2 to hit with a bow or with ranged weaponry?
In my case, steady hands, I qualified expert. All right, they're a little vague on this. Let me find the thing. Okay, then I told y'all wrong on flying. It should last about half an hour, maybe longer.
Otherwise, it's self-explanatory. Likewise, I'm assuming healing and extra healing, self-explanatory.
Okay, yeah. Healing and extra healing. That's like receiving a cure light wounds, except the benefits are higher, and those are both in the DMG. And y'all shouldn't look them up. Okay, clairaudience. This potion empowers the creature drinking it to hear. As the third level magic user spell of the same name, it can be used, however, to clairaudit unknown areas within 30 yards. And its effect should last 10 to 20 minutes. So you could, if you're in a dungeon crawl, you could drink that, tell everybody, shut up, stop moving, stop breathing, and then try listening in various directions to determine what you can hear on the other side of walls, whatnot.
Okay. So with the description of, because the superheroism is the one that trips me up, because I have a DM's level knowledge of that, but from the knowledge you've given us, I don't know the things that I would know. So, Kragan, Goran, Pascal, Lars, Nora,
Okay.
you're a frontline fighter also, but you...
Rifle, or not
Rifle.
rifle, and well, actually rifle, and actually all three of mine are fighters.
Okay, who was it that drank the potion of superheroism before?
Kragan. He can attest
Okay.
that shit is sick.
Okay, so Kragan knows kind of what it does from first-hand experience.
I'll
There's
message
the
you.
potion of heroism, which again, it does the same thing, just not as potently. And then the potion of superheroism, which, yeah.
You got a beat.
Okay, girls, I concur. So yeah, Kragan will strongly suggest we have him or Lars or Goran, one of the really strong, already good fighters, drink that in case we needed to fight more giants.
What about
Because,
7 there?
well, 7, I think if it come down to fight, like, what's the end word for fighter level? Experience? When it comes to experience, Lars, Kragan, Goran, Pascal even, we're better. So that potion will empower us to be even better than that. Versus if you drink
I
it, you
have
might get up
just
to
as much
us.
equal weight to that potion as you do.
You do. I'm making an argument for why my guy should get it. You're welcome to try and refute it, and we can vote on it if you'd like.
So because one of yours has actually got to use it, he should use it again, not even deciding to let Ariel use it, or one of my three,
Because my
or
three and
anyone
Lars are the
else.
highest level fighters. That whatever the in-character explanation for that is. We're the most skillful. We would make the most use of it.
A lot depends on the situation that we run into also.
I mean, the next time we come up against 7 giants, you could have it and that brings you up to our level, or one of us could have it and that brings us up to, oh, I don't know, Grest's level? I don't know how strong that guy is. Lars, Grest is strong, right? He could kick those giants' ass?
You're asking Lars if he could kick what's ass?
If Grest could have kicked those 7 giants' asses collectively?
He would have told the rest of us to hold the line. And yes, he is a terror.
So that potion isn't going to turn us into Grest, but it will get us a hell of a lot closer. But from the sound of it,
no potion could turn you into Grest.
I figure. But if one of you all drink it, that brings you closer to us. That's just how it is. From my understanding. If I'm mistaken, I'm mistaken. That's what I'm getting from the description we were given
If
about
it puts 7
increasing
at
level.
Kragen's level, I will hit higher than he does.
But if you give it to Kragen, then he hits like Grest does, as we saw.
Okay, do y'all
He
have
hit
any
on a
further
damn 2.
questions about any of the potions that you got?
No.
Nope,
All right.
all good here.
Feltec, hold on, because you've got your individual one, the dragon control.
Here, let me copy this over.
Basically, if you drink that, it gives the effect of a charm monster spell against that particular type, but they got to be kind of close. It does get a saving throw. So, and the duration is 20 minutes tops. So, and I think that covers it for the potions. And I will, sorry for the digression there and the interruption. I will let y'all get back to your inter-party argument.
Yay.
Okay, good, Feltec. Good. Glad you heard it clearly.
So if memory serves me right, you're 6th level, 7th level.
Right now, all my guys are at 6th level, yes.
Okay, so there's only a 2-level difference between 7, except she hits already at 8th level.
Mm-hmm.
So if that adds, what, 3 levels more to her?
Well, we don't know how many levels. We just know that brings you up a
I
bracket,
know
essentially.
that, but I'm throwing out a number that seems reasonable.
Okay, I'm going for Smo.
Does
All
3
right.
levels sound reasonable?
Possibly.
Okay, so
But let's roll with
4
that. 3
plus
levels.
7, that's 7. So at 7th level, I gotta do some math here. 7. I hit at 11th level.
Okay. Now, give it to Kragen. Kragen, at 6th level, almost 7th, mind you, but give him 3 levels. Okay, so now he's 9th level. But with the proficiencies he has in his thing, he'll hit at 13th, which is what he did. 2 attacks per round,
Okay.
hitting on a 2, that was very nice. Like, if you really want to go for it, I guess my guys had last time, you can have this one around, but it feels like a poor
You
tactical
did
decision.
have last time.
It feels like a poor tactical decision. If you really want to go for that, I mean, we can put it
I
up
mean,
to a
it's
vote,
only
I guess.
fair. That would be 2
Maybe.
potions done your
Do you
way.
want my opinion on this?
Go for it.
Up, go ahead.
I feel like giving it to a single person is also a dumb idea. Because
You
they
can't
need
split
potion
it.
You can only
superheroism.
drink. You have to
Oh
drink
hey,
the entire
they're
thing.
down. So now I have to go into enemy
Dom.
territory.
Dom, you can't split the potion. One person has to
I'm
drink it
saying
all.
split the potion.
You can't.
I never said we were going to split the potion. I
Well,
just said giving it to one person just to hold is a dumb idea. Yes, the one person with the potion of superheroism is in the front lines because most of them are going to be in the front lines.
Okay.
Oh, he went down before he could drink that said potion. Now
This is
someone has to
something you
go
would
in,
drink before you
search
go
it
into
till they
battle.
find it, then drink it.
What would you suggest do then? Leave it on the cart?
I just feel like it would also be a dumb idea just to give it to one person because, again,
what is your alternative
Someone
solution?
has to hold it.
Can I make a suggestion, people?
Yeah.
So why don't y'all have some magic items to get identified too? And potions are technically magic items, and consider that in the division of treasure.
All right.
I mean, it's easy to split up gold pieces or gold piece value. So maybe y'all want to get everything else identified since that was next on the to-do list before y'all get into a long debate about who gets what.
Yeah, we can go do that. We only got like 30 minutes left. Well, no, we got an
Yeah.
hour and 30.
And let me check one other thing that he might have told y'all.
Ooh, before we leave, do you happen to have any more of these Potion of Champions? Because that could solve this problem really quickly. Or any other potions that would be of interest to my group and I.
Let me check something. And he does caution that the potion of the champion benefits those who embrace the way of the warrior. Now, does he have anything for sale?
Hey, I mean, if you've got a second one, I'll freaking buy it and they can hold on to this one. But I'm gonna guess by the way you said that, you probably don't, because it seems like it's a very nice potion everyone would want to have, so if you do have it, it's getting bought immediately. Like Keeping Potions, right, Pascal? How much did you pay for that one that these guys still have to deliver? Like 1,400 gold?
Oh, had you been a day sooner, I would be well stocked.
Don't tell me.
But a concerned party with a long-standing business relationship came in and depleted most of our stock.
Alright, what do you have available?
If this was Denalia, I'd ask if they had anti-poison.
I mean, I'm asking for anything they got. And we,
Yeah,
we
but
fight venomous things. We just fought a bunch of scorpions.
yes, but I
We
don't
also
think
just got 2 venom poisons potions.
I don't think anti-poison is an actual potion though.
I think it is, but even if it's not, you can
Cure poison.
easily say cure poison potion. Fuck, I think that is a potion, actually.
Like cure poison? Or
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I want to check, but I'm not going to, because that would be meta since we're in session.
pretty sure it's that.
Potions, including elixirs, oils, filters, blah, blah, blah. Animal control, clairaudience, clairvoyance, climbing, delusion, diminution, dragon control, extra healing, flying, fire resistance, gaseous form, giant control, giant strength, growth, healing, heroism, human control, invisibility, invulnerability, levitation, longevity, oil of etherealness, oil of slipperiness, filter of love, filter of persuasiveness, plant control, polymorph self, poison, speed, superheroism, sweet water, treasure finding, undead control, water breathing, elixir of health, elixir of life, elixir of madness, elixir of youth, fire breath, oil of acid resistance, oils of disenchantment, elemental vulnerability, fiery burning, fumbling, impact, sharpness, timelessness, filter of beauty, filter of glibness, filter of stammering and stuttering, potion of rainbow hues, ventriloquism, and vitality. Now, hold on, because I think that one actually does it. And these are the standard potions. And that one okay, sweet water neutralizes poison, but it's not actually to be drank. You add it to other fluids to make them drinkable. So there is not a standardized potion of cure poison or cure disease.
That's a uniquely Denalia kind of thing.
Well, feel free to steal it if you want it. I figure it exists as a spell, and also you all had a fuck ton of poisons being thrown at y'all.
Scorpius had a fuck ton of poison thrown at him.
Scorpius was part of the party, and the party in general had. It could have been him, it could have been someone else. It kept being him, though.
Okay. All right.
Oh, my
So-
back.
Are we on our way to being done with potions?
I'm just checking to
He's
see what
trying
they
to-
got, then we'll go.
He does have potions of healing and strong healing.
Pascal's gonna ask about that potion he paid to have delivered? What the fuck? Why isn't it being delivered then? Well, not quite that way. Oh, I paid for a potion to be delivered at day 143 to John D's house. He'll mention that.
Day 143.
Yeah, because y'all kept not having, so finally asked, hey, when will you have? Because I needed a potion of healing. And y'all said that when you got it, you'd have it delivered by no later than day 143. I
Okay,
paid like over
y'all
1,000.
You're on day 133.
So the point is you've got one in stock, and I ordered one. What the hell, man?
Oh, what was that? Healing?
Yeah, just regular healing.
Okay, I made a mistake then. In that case, they have no potions of healing available.
Ha.
Nicely done there, Eminem.
Fuck it, I kept you honest, girls. I kept you honest. I'm taking the victory. Woohoo!
50 XP there, Pascal.
Hey, it was genuinely confusing, because I ordered the damn thing. Where is it? Also, that's actually a big win for me, not gonna lie.
Okay. So, yeah, anything that had instantaneous effects, they might have, which would be healing, extra healing. But one of those is gone. No, anything else they had? Because I'm assuming y'all don't want to buy a filter of stammering and stuttering or an oil of fumbling.
No, not
Hold
particularly.
on a minute. How much would that cost?
What the hell are you
Oil
thinking?
of fumbling?
Yeah.
2,000 gold.
Why do I get the feeling I know what that does just by the name?
I mean, that would be an interesting thing.
Yes, our business associates have no interest in anything that has instantaneous effects like healing, but anything that has a duration.
Superheroism,
Yeah.
for example. I'm amazed you had the potion of flying. Oh, actually, no, wait, we didn't. We did. Never mind.
Oh, wait,
Brain fart.
hold on, there's chance. Oh, no. That's not there.
So what does the oil of fumbling actually do entirely? If it's not just what the name sounds like.
Well, there are many oils that you can coat yourself or your weapons with that give you beneficial effects. But the oil of fumbling, it
Does as the name implies.
things slippery to the grasp and makes the person so coated clumsy.
So just throw it at someone.
How many do you have of
Hope
those?
it breaks.
You want that? 2,000
No.
gold for the world's most expensive drink.
That was an example of something that we would not have sent.
So you don't have it.
No.
Okay, then never mind then.
But I could put it on back order for you.
No. Just wanted to make sure a member here and Rifle will slide Sebastian over there. Didn't get it first.
And yeah, double M. You're not getting any experience for it, but yes, those damn Happy Landers.
I know. I figured as much. I just knew it somehow. Yesterday you had. Fuck! If we'd actually shown up yesterday, then we might have gotten. Oh well.
At
So-
one point, if God kept going south, you would have ran into a caravan of those fuckers.
Yeah, because we're gonna assault a caravan of Happy Landers. That will go smoothly.
Hey,
would they
hey,
even be willing to sell a potion?
I put a thing that shows their shield pattern. Okay. So you see a caravan and all these fuckers have that pattern on their shield. Oh shit. Happy landers.
These
Easter
people don't
egg.
fear death. Alright, so I'm assuming the shop has no potions that would be of real interest to us beyond what's been listed.
They might have a few extra healing. That's it.
Out of
You ordered
curiosity, how
healing.
much does one of
Now,
those extra healings go for?
now that I've put the damn book away.
I'm sorry.
All right. Extra healing. He's surprised he still has these. He has 2 of them. He can let them go for 1,600 gold each.
I'm tempted, but I'm gonna hold off. Thank you.
Okay.
And Gorn gives him another gold piece for his time. I know I'm overpaying him. I'm trying to keep him happy.
I
He's
thought
the
it
guy
was
who gets us our
Pascal that
potions.
was doing it.
I'm not sure. Pascal will do it.
Okay.
Apologies for the not waste of time, but fuck it. Never mind. I'm
Oh,
not
no,
apologizing. I'm the customer. I'm always right.
guys, y'all are having fun. Okay, so is the next step, because y'all have done the leather work, y'all have ID'd the potions, y'all have gotten your general shopping. By the way, Double M, you're back at your computer now. So
That's right. I need to start working at that.
yeah, you pump that
Temple
up.
of Apris.
Yeah, Temple of Apris is your next stop. I'm going for a nicotine hit, and then I'll try to quickly handle Double M's stuff.
Give me a second. I'm gonna copy over the whole thing, and
then let's see. So Market Run came out of order, and I'm adding. Huh?
Nothing.
Okay, I'm adding a half an hour because y'all took so much longer there arguing in front of the shopkeeper than I expected y'all would. But the timeline is solid. Okay, back into.
Very good, and I forgot to hit enter.
Yeah.
And hold on, Vader, I also forgot to hit enter for you.
I imagine like. Okay, everything else we're gonna start working at though. Shops. Okay. I would like to dedicate one of the 10,000 gold piece holding chests to just holding rations for the party. Any objections?
I agree.
No,
No, you don't agree, or no objections?
no objections.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna buy like 3 weeks worth of iron rations for party use.
So you should probably ask how many can fit in there,
Good point. I will ask and check before I do that, but let me check.
because the large chest I have for Lagatha could only hold 75 each. And that with meals. Not
Meals.
days, but
Ooh.
meals.
Alright. Well, hopefully this one's a bit bigger than that, but yeah. Okay, also, what do we got
Sounds
in
a
terms
bit
of
bigger.
that? We have 55 meals already. So...
Ah, yes, such a pity. That poor
Ooh.
alchemist. He's going to be kicking himself in the ass when he goes back after y'all leave and he checks the list, because certain potions have an even higher resale value with particular business interest. Because he would have went as high as 8,000 gold for that potion had he succeeded his intel check.
Thank God y'all would have made us sell it so Gorn wouldn't have had it. Oh well.
Yeah, pretty much.
8,000 gold pieces. I can understand why I would do the same. Okay. Fuck, where was I?
Okay.
Oh yeah, Dungeon Master, before we do shopping list, there's something I would have done when we were by the blacksmiths. I don't know if you'll allow it. The axe
Okay.
helm. See if we can find a blacksmith who's able to repair it.
I mean, we do have a blacksmith at the house.
But I want to see if we could have gotten that done at the market. Wouldn't want to eat up Rolf's time when he should be working for Lagatha.
Okay, I'm certain there is a blacksmith within the city of the temples that would be able to repair it.
Alright. So, just to speed things along, obviously that's not a thing you can do in the next 5 minutes. Can we leave it with you and you take good care of my helmet and we come back, pick it up, and how much would that cost? And how long would it take?
Okay. I am assessing. The repairs will cost 10 gold,
Okay.
and he should have it ready in about 2 days if he prioritizes it.
Make it 12 gold for you to prioritize it.
12 for
15?
priority.
I don't know, man.
Agreed.
Alright,
Agreed.
15.
Day
15.
after tomorrow.
I'll bump
Day
it up to
after
20
tomorrow.
if it's a good job.
Very well, sir. I will see you either late tomorrow or midday of the next. And I assure you it will be done well.
Okay. Got that
Okay.
taken care of, and taking extra special note of that guy, because if he shows up and is like, what axe helm, I'm going to beat the ever-living fuck out of him. But that's out of character, sorry. Okay.
Okay, that's funny. That is hilarious. I'll have to roll some other dice for that later.
Great. I've given you a terrible idea. Why did I do this?
Yeah, I love it when players sabotage themselves without knowing it. Okay.
Bolt heavy score. Make that 2 each.
Okay, price check for a shovel or spade.
I
1
think
gold.
we have that. Okay, 1 gold.
If it's listed, then go by the listed price. But if I'm
What is
making a
Leonard
point on the
buying now?
spot,
Oh no, that's for me.
Why are you buying one?
Because in the
I mean,
next time
what?
we have a bunch of treasure chests, we don't have anything to dig it and bury them with if we need to. Now we do.
I would have expected Leonard to buy that.
It's a shovel. It's in case we need to bury shit and come back for it later.
Agatha
we almost
had a shovel
to.
at the house. Why didn't you just take that?
Because that's Lagatha's shovel, and I know how she is about her possessions.
Have you ever thought of actually asking?
The thought had not crossed my mind. Give me a second.
okay, do you mind if I continue in voice?
Please do. I don't care.
Bowstring, 2 silver piece each.
Duly noted.
1 silver if it's a size they have. Remember,
These would be
bowstrings have to be the right length because of the way that they're looped and braided back into themselves and wrapped and retwined.
longbow.
So longbows, again, you don't have a standard length.
All right. Do they have in the size of Pascal's longbow, which is just a standard longbow?
So again, there is no standard. So there's a 50% chance that he has bowstrings the right size for your longbow.
Okay.
So you want, let's see.
I just
He
need to
does
check
not.
if-
He does not. So he'll have to make them to the exact length of your longbow. So instead of 1 silver, it's 2 silver each.
So
And I know string is in the shop.
is it?
Maybe it's listed as thread.
You know what? You're right. Yeah, it's like sewing thread or something. I apologize. Okay.
No problem.
So those bowstrings, can I just order them and pick them up in the next day, or how long will that take?
3 days.
Okay, 3 days. Yeah. Okay. I'll pay an extra gold piece to make sure it's done in those 3 days. Because right now for 5 of them, that's a gold piece, so I'll double it. get it done faster.
Okay.
I'm trying, guys. Sorry.
It could have been, but this didn't take long. Okay. And I assume that the party, again, next stop is the Temple of Apras.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is Feltec still with us? Yes, he is. So Feltec, at this time, you would again be able to do your tithing and yeah. Feltec was going to tith. All right, so loot. Yes, yes, indeed. All right. Temple of Apras. Got you, Feltec. You're good. So Feltec goes to Tith, and the rest of y'all are there to get magic stuff identified.
I think we only have 3 items to go back.
3 items. Okay.
I don't know what items Robin found off of the roped guy, so.
All right. Well, what is the party producing first to have identified?
Nora is producing the spell book,
Spellbook. Okay.
or
So
what the book is. Well, not what it is, but just what she assumes it is.
okay, and this is the book that y'all took from Ganji's office, the room with
Mm-hmm.
the. Okay. The cleric attending will say very well. I must take this to a special chamber. You may accompany me if you wish.
Rifle will accompany.
Okay.
Ariel will also go with if he can. Just curious.
Okay. The chamber he will lead the party to, those of you who wish to accompany him, it's probably about 25 by 25 feet with about a 10-foot high ceiling. There is a stone desk in the middle of the room. John wishes to. KGP doing some shopping.
Well, like retroactive shopping here, so the point is I'm a bit distracted right now.
All right. So anybody who wants to wait in the main waiting room, that's fine. But for those who wish to accompany, Feltec will not, just in case of collateral damage.
Yeah, we were gonna get this back to the house so Veritas could try and clean it.
Well, it seems
I
like
mean,
we're having a
we're at a
professional handle
temple
it.
here.
Okay.
Just saying.
No offense to you, Golden. It's just we're already here.
Okay.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
So those of you who accompany him to this room, he sets the book down on this stone desk. It doesn't have drawers. It does have spot for a chair to slide in and out from underneath of it, even though there is no chair present. And for those of you who have accompanied him into this room, you can give me perception checks.
This is a penalty. I think. Oh, I make it.
I'm sorry, what was the question? Roll for
Perception check
intel?
if you were
Okay.
there.
A perception check.
Hey, I made it!
Which one of you is that? Rifle?
Rifle.
Yeah, I made it. Nice.
Made it. Made it. Made it. Okay, so you 3 accompanied him back. Yes, you all made it. So when he sets the book down on the table, he muttered something under his breath. You couldn't understand what it was, but he definitely said something.
The character. Is this what we talked about earlier about a beer?
No, but very similar.
Okay.
Buyer, beer, yeah. Okay. With that,
Before he starts messing with it, Ariel will mention the last book we got from the person we got this from blew up. So
okay, so he's reaching for the cover when the last person we got a book like this from that blew up, he turns his head and looks at you over his shoulder out of the corner of his eye. That's good to know. I'm glad you told me this.
he's gonna give a look to John. He's like, why did you not mention that?
That was after the Lightning Warrior tried to read out of it, or at least glimpse at the pages. It didn't blow up immediately before she had opened it.
But it did blow up.
But it did blow up, yes.
It go boom boom.
Should mention that earlier.
Okay, Goran.
Yeah,
Goran.
sorry we did not.
All right. With that, he continues. He opens the cover. He looks down at the book. He reaches into his vest pocket and he pulls out a set of lenses that are joined by copper or brass framework. Truly an unusual thing. And
Glasses.
he places them on the bridge of his nose and secures them there. He looks down again and he begins turning the pages. There are many pages in this book. Hmm.
This is either good or this is bad.
Anyhow, this goes on for a few minutes. And he gets to the end. And he secures, he takes the lenses off of the bridge of his nose and places them into his pocket. And he closes the book. Are any of you mages?
Yes.
Ariel will point to those two.
Indeed.
Yes. This is a spell book.
Score.
That will be 500 gold, please. And the crickets start chirping. Wow.
Is it trapped by any means?
Well, I think
It
you read out of
was.
it.
It was?
It was. It is
Was
safe.
that one also blown up?
Rifle.
Would it also blown up?
Quite possibly.
Oh, wonderful.
But it is clear now, yes?
It is safe now.
Rifle will pay the 500 gladly.
Okay.
And 100 gems.
Okay, mark those monies off. I believe this belonged to someone by the name of Ganji previously.
Yes, we
Yeah.
killed him.
Oh, well done.
It's a story.
Ooh, party.
That one shot him in the neck before he could cast.
You got Ganji's backup spell book.
Thank
It
God
was
that
a damn good
exists.
shot. That next shot was a damn good shot. You know it.
Rifle will put it in his pack and say to John, we can discuss turns when we get back to the house.
Oh yeah, because this party doesn't have but one or two magic users, of course. I mean, that. Oh no.
Or
Yeah, I know. I'm making light of it. Even Feltec, woo! All right. Are there any other matters of identification that my speciality is called for?
yes, we
Yeah,
do
nothing.
have 2 or more items. Rifle will hold out that sword, which you refer to as a dagger, And I could not remember if you said it was a short sword or a long sword.
Okay. He looks
That's-
at it disdainfully. He says, "Might we rejoin your companions in the other room?"
Of course.
Okay. He'll lead the way back. And now, Rifle, what item are you offering unto him?
It's the sword you said well, quote unquote dagger I took from the robed one was encrusted with gems.
Oh,
Yeah, the giant's dagger.
yeah, the Cloud Giant dagger.
Quote unquote dagger, yes. I couldn't remember if you said short sword or long sword.
Well, for the Cloud Giant, it was a dagger.
Yeah.
For y'all, it's a bit more than a dagger. Now I've got to find the piece of paper I've got them wrote down on. Damn it.
Everyone's Discord's been dying today.
Like, there was a long pause for me between something that Aiden had said.
Well, hell, y'all might get a perk out of this, because if I can't find the piece of paper I wrote the giant thing down on, then I'll just have to roll it raw. Even though it may have had better effect. Okay, it's ought to be on one of these. Yeah, it seems to be open season on cops these days. Frickin' wrong. Okay. All right, so Rifle, you are producing the Giant's dagger. We're gonna go with okay. This might take a minute. Because that's a rare result.
Well, we got something good.
Maybe.
Would you believe I'm still catching up on my notes? OPQ.
That would actually work here without being out of kilter. Wow, okay. Or if I go over here, that doesn't work at all. Well, crap, okay. That wouldn't have disproportionately affected anything. Let me get to the question. There we go. All right. And who's preferring the payment for the identification of this item?
How much was it to identify?
500.
Alright, I will pay. Since you two are arguing, I will do this to get this passed. I will put 1k, one 1k gem up.
Okay. The results are not guaranteed, you do know.
Yeah, I know. We've done this before.
Oh, you're lucky. Ot 1. Ot 1, freaking of all things.
He knows with a capital K.
Yeah, he picks it up, he swings it through the air twice, and he sets it back down. He says, I do not know what you would call this weapon. Is it a long sword, a broadsword, a gladius?
Some
I do
weird
not
thing
know.
there from a giant.
But I can tell you this much. The enchantment is of the final word order. Any
Ooh.
creature that successfully strikes you, you will strike it back. But it slows you down. This weapon is of the third order.
So it's effectively the same as Kragen's +3.
No, the final word thing is amazing. Because if something hits you, you
You
auto
don't know
hit
that.
it.
You don't know that.
So
I thought you were talking out of character.
No.
Robin's
So it's-
proficient in daggers. Is it considered a dagger or not?
no,
It is not
No.
considered a dagger.
Oh, darn.
not to you. So it's a
+3
third order
sword.
counterattack type of sword.
But
Oh, hey, did Nora go in?
What?
Did Nora go in?
Go in where?
To get items identified. You still have that helmet I want to have checked.
We're all in here. She went first with the book.
Alright, never mind then.
They took the book into the other room, but they came back out.
Yeah.
But regrettably, this weapon is very chaotic. And in the hands of more ordered minds, it is worthless.
Well, that settles that.
Okay.
So Kraken don't want it?
No, Kragen can't use that shit. He ain't chaotic. Pretty sure Lars isn't either, but maybe he wants it
Nora
anyways.
can use it.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll pick it up at this point. Okay.
Well, wait, doesn't Ariel already have like a?
I'm not taking it. It was just, a joke. If no one else wants it, I will take it though.
We'll figure that out shortly. Let's not waste the priest's time arguing.
I know.
Next item.
Yes.
So Goran, 500 gold says this helmet isn't enchanted.
I'm putting 500 already? Sure, I'll eat 1,000. Let's see it get
Alright.
identified.
Gordon,
My
Yes, John?
is the debate simply whether or not it is enchanted?
He
That's
doesn't believe me that it's not enchanted, even though we had a cleric who had detect magic on, and 2 mages pick it up and say it wasn't magic.
Listen, let's just get it
So-
ID'd. The fact of the matter is you don't stick a helmet in your treasure chest unless it's magic. That just, no.
So I am presenting the things. He has accepted my bet, and he has paid for the item to be identified.
Thought there was another different second item, or is the helmet the second?
The helmet is the last item.
Okay. Are you all
Unless
done?
you got
They-
any items.
Because the
I
other
actually
person put up
wasn't gonna bring that
somebody
up.
put up 1,000k gem. That was for two identifications.
Yeah, that was very Ariel, and they got back of 500.
But if you're having another item identified, you're not getting back.
Fuck off, Leonard.
Oh, nice fly, Leonard. Yeah. Get rid of that, please. Okay.
Ariel will say, I ain't paying for what they're doing.
Alright, Goran will give a 500 GP gem to Ariel. Okay, there. Now you have your 500 back. Can we get the helmet identified, please?
Thank you. You have fun with that.
And I'll hand it to the dude.
I know it, I know it, I know it, I know it, I know it. It's definitely
Yeah,
magic. It's
weird
gotta be.
birds.
There's no way that fucker kept it in the chest otherwise.
I hope it's cursed.
That's still magic. That still counts.
I guess so.
Not in a good way.
But it's
I
still
guess
magic.
It's still magic though.
Because he would fuck with you by putting a bad magic helmet, but not a non-magic.
Okay. He casts a spell. He puts it on. He stares around the room.
Well, I really hope it's not cursed now.
He's looking confused.
Oh no! Did we just brain fuck the priest? Oh no!
I really
He
hope
goes
it's not
over
cursed
to
now.
a set of shelves nearby and starts pulling out pieces of paper and placing them back until he finds one. And he
Wooden
stops and
shorts.
he's looking at it. He takes the helmet off, puts it under his arm, looks at the paper again, puts the helmet back on, looks at the paper again, shoves the paper back into the slot it came out of. He walks back over to the lot of you. Verily, this is a helmet of comprehending and reading languages. A
Called
very
it.
item.
I
So you
fucking
lied to
called
me.
it. Ha!
Who lied to you?
You.
How?
We had detect magic. You said this helmet did not detect as magic.
The helmet was inside the chest, buried under coin.
We took it out. You said it was on the top of the chest.
And the detect magic spell had wore out at that time.
I had picked it up.
You picked it up.
Yes.
Wait,
And I
did you-
detect magic by touch.
You did not tell me you were attempting to detect by magic. You have other magic items, so that you try to ignore that unless you tell me you are trying to detect for magic.
That's the entire point of me picking it up.
You did not express.
I actually had asked.
You asked. I pick it up. I said, okay, you pick it up. Does it feel like magic, Dungeon Master? You did not ask.
But Eminem, take your 500 coins. And that was a cheap move.
I had no idea y'all were going to bet
Nora,
on
I'm
this.
letting you off the hook if you want. I'm just glad it's something good. John, we're probably going to distribute it to one of the mages. Hey, Nora, I'm letting you off the hook. Unless you're shoving that gold at me, in which case I'll take it. You can keep it. I'm just glad we got it dealt with.
Who made the bet with Nora?
Nora made it with Goran.
Goran? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because even Nora had tried the helmet on. But whatever.
Did you try to read anything or listen to any foreign languages at that time?
Everyone was speaking common. We never speak our actual native language.
Exactly. If you'd have ran into some goblins while you were wearing that helmet and they'd started gibbering, it would have been like, Nora, suddenly you understand the goblins. I was keeping very close detail on that.
Needless to say, it's a keeper. It can
Yeah,
become very handy.
Very, very goddamn handy item to have.
Out of character, y'all would love that thing in Denalia right about now. So many fun languages to comprehend.
All right, the Dungeon Master is going for a smoke break. If y'all want to, do y'all have anything else that you want to try and get identified? Think long, hard, check your stuff. I'll be back in 2.
Robin, when you were looting the robes, dude, did you find anything?
No.
Right, well, then that's all we had.
Kragan doesn't have anything. I'm just checking. Maybe they pocketed a potion without remembering it. Nope, nothing from Goran. I'm pretty sure Pascal don't have Jack. Nope, none of my guys have any magic items. They don't already know what they do. Character.
Now, what are we doing with that helmet? Putting it in storage for use as needed? Is someone keeping it to wear?
Use as needed would be pretty good idea.
You know, putting the secure chest and pull it out as needed.
I think we should also have it on someone constantly. That way, if someone comes up
Place
to us
isn't
and speaking
clear.
a different language, we can deal with it.
What type of helmet? Was it metal or leather?
Metal.
Okay.
I'm sure it's metal.
Okay, so the mages can't use it.
So to cut
Or
through
not
some of the
without-
stuff, none of the Corvos
Without
are gonna.
killing
Sorry.
Well, technically, Rifle can wear it, but
No,
Yes.
the mages can wear it. It's just they can't do magic while wearing it.
It's on their head. And he didn't really say what kind of helmet it was.
Said it was metal. It's armor.
Yeah, metal, but you can still get an open face helmet.
If it's a helmet that goes over the head,
We'll have
it
to
can be
ask
considered.
about it.
It's not leather, aren't? Because mages can only wear leather and still be magical.
We will have to ask about it.
I've not seen how an open face metal helmet would hinder you spellcasting.
I don't think it would.
Hey, Grills,
I am here.
can a spellcaster wear a metal helmet? And whatever the helmet that is. What type of helmet is that, actually? It's a better question to start with.
Okay, so an open faced helmet, or even one with the nose piece. I don't see any problem with that. As long as it's not affecting your peripheral vision. So it's got to be kind of really open faced.
And I'm sure that the metal helmet would not go towards AC. It would still fit with whatever armor you're wearing.
Okay. So basically a metal helmet gives your head armor class 5. Because if you don't wear a helmet, now remember, leather armor comes with a leather cap kind of helmet thing. So your head's the same armor class as the rest of you. But if you don't wear anything at all on your head, then your head is armor class 10 minus dex bonus. So helmets are a good idea.
Speaking of which, Dungeon Master Gorn will be using temporarily the helmet from his chain armor until he gets the axe helm back.
Okay, in that case, that's just a hood. Come
Really?
on, chainmail. It's a
Yeah.
hood.
Would I have been able to
Yeah.
buy a normal helm? Not a great helm, the
Yeah,
lesser
normal
helmet?
helm.
Okay, I'll mark
Yeah,
off the gold
lesser
for
helm.
that.
Yeah, that's
Well, it's
fine.
not like we're going anywhere for now. You don't really need to buy that.
Someone is going to go for a cheap shot. I fucking know it. And it is helmet small. 10 gold pieces. I'll pay 10 gold pieces for peace of mind. So that I don't end
I
up with
mean,
my
to
mind
be
in
fair,
pieces.
the skeletons did cheap shot you.
Fuck yeah, they
Okay.
did. Although those were the ghouls.
Okay, think of Coromie. He's wearing elfin chainmail, but the hood isn't up because he doesn't want to give that away. But he is wearing a helmet. It's a helmet of teleportation. So yeah, he's covered.
Not gonna lie, I didn't even notice that he was wearing a helmet. I just figured because he has stone skin, it didn't matter.
For the most part, it generally doesn't. Like when that assassin in our first group adventure came down and tried that
Yes,
shot
the asshole.
and broke his knife.
Actually,
Yeah.
it didn't break. But yeah. Clung.
Clang.
Yeah, I actually got to keep that dagger, I believe. No, you
Yeah.
took the dagger. I got his armor.
No,
Yeah,
you
he
used the dagger, Scorpius. That was the plus 5%
No.
assassination.
What was his name?
Grills took
Taryn?
it. Grills took
Taryn
it.
or something?
I
Yes,
can assure you,
Karen.
you were using that because you had the plus 5% to assassination dagger, which was
Yes,
Karen's.
but Grills got it first, and then he gave it to me.
Never mind, I
Grills.
used them.
Yeah, but I didn't get the XP for it. Yes, Robin.
A question about this helmet. Does
Yeah.
the wearer, would the intelligence of the wearer affect what they're comprehending or what they're listening to understand it more? So would it be helpful for a higher intelligent person to wear it for general use? Or
No,
it doesn't matter.
it's
It don't
pretty
matter.
much a straight up translation device. Now, it does not impart you with the ability to speak in what you're hearing, but it does
It's
allow
just
you to
comprehend.
understand what you're hearing.
Effectively, if you had the helmet and a bunch of orcs kidnap you, you know what they're saying and you know what's in store for you. So
Oh.
it might actually be better not to have the helmet at that point.
Just questioning
Well,
if someone
wait.
with higher intelligence, it would benefit at all. Just trying to figure out best use. That's
Nope,
all.
no issues here.
All right,
Robin.
I will give you excerpts. Appearing as a normal war helmet enables the wearer to understand 90% of strange tongues and writings, 80% of magical writing, Note that these percentage figures apply to, never mind. Understanding does not imply spell use. And otherwise it conforms to standard protection for a normal helmet. So yeah, reading and listening, it enables you to translate.
Okay,
Dungeon
thank you.
Master.
Just trying to figure out best use.
Yeah, it does have a basis in percentage, but that doesn't.
Right.
Yeah, intel is not a factor.
Dungeon Master, I messaged you something.
Okay,
Otherwise, I'm
give me a
keeping
moment.
quiet right now.
Okay, that should be considered a broadsword, not a longsword. And let me check these
So the
messages.
helmet can be discussed between John and Robin. I'm
Yeah, hold on.
assuming an aerial rifle
Ariel wants
would
on
probably just have to use it from time to time, but does not want the lake lane. Doesn't want to get into that fight.
I'm happy.
Nora wants nothing of this.
No, I wasn't trying to argue about it. I was just trying to
Oh
figure
no,
out
I'm
best
just
use.
like you all discussing who can get it and stuff. Just stating that rifle would probably be interested in borrowing it from time to time, but not wanting it for themselves. So they're bowing out of that. Like I said, Nora wants nothing of what we've had identified. Kind of here.
Grills, I have
The
a
seven
question
kind of
when you
does
have
want the sword.
when you have a second.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So the large chests we have, how many? And you're probably gonna tell us to just try it in session and find out how many iron rations could we stick in the big chests that we got off of Ganji? Because I was thinking we'd store iron rations in there for party use, and just you're running low on your pack, go ahead and top off from there, fill that up when it gets low.
I know the large chest that Lagatha bought from the shop could hold 75 each. And that was
These are
just mills.
75
significantly
kilos.
bigger.
Yeah. And
So
the way you
almost 11
described,
days.
so you described these as being bigger than the chest that
Oh
she
yeah,
had.
yeah. Because okay, if somebody actually wants to do the math
I'll do
and
it.
figure out how much space 1,000 pounds of gold would take up.
Okay,
Way
I
ahead of
can
you.
tell you one thing. There have been calculations to how much
10
space
cubic feet.
coins in general take up, and it's on average, it's
10.
around 1/2 of it is empty space.
Grills.
That's
10
right.
Is
There's going to be
when
a
packed.
lot of empty space. Yes, double M.
Capacity of various containers. DM screen, page 1. Iron chest, small, holds 10,000 gold pieces, so 1,000 pounds. Has a cubic volume of 10 feet. Likewise, the small wooden chest has the same value and same volume. So 10 cubic feet for
10 cubic feet.
for 1,000
Okay.
pounds worth of gold pieces.
Okay, and so these things that had 1,000 pounds would hold 10 cubic feet. So that's like
Golden
10 cubic feet.
in character chat.
3 by 3 by 1 is only 9 cubic feet. 2 by 2 by 2 is 8 cubic feet. So, I mean, somebody figure out 10 cubic feet in a good measurement that kind of rounds off and makes sense.
So does anyone have
5 by
any
2 by
issue
1.
against Devin laying claim to the sword?
All good with the
I'll work on
Corvos.
the cubic feet.
10 by 10 by 1? No. 10 by
5
1
by
by
2
1.
by 1. Or 2.5 by 4 by 1.
5 by 2 by 2. That's actually good because
That says 5 by 2 by 1.
5 by 2 by 1.
That's 10 cubic feet.
Right.
2.5 by too high, too wide.
Yep. Beltec beat me to it.
2.5 by 2 by 2.
Okay, 5 by 2 by 1. That's long, front to back, 2 by 2 feet and 1 foot tall. Kind of like a coffin.
Yeah, basically.
2.5 by 2 by 2. I'm liking the
Yeah,
2.5 by 2 by 2 best.
Yeah, that comes right out to 10,
Okay.
and it's decent rectangle.
Well, as much as I like the prophetic inclinations of the coffin shape, we're going to go with the 2.5 by 2 by 2. Thank you, Feltec. Now, that is the interior capacity. Okay. The exterior, because these things were very sturdily built, they're going to be bigger than that on the outside. Because we're thinking, say, about 3 inches thick of wood, and the corners and seams are bound with iron. So that's another 6 inches to each dimension. So just over 3 foot by 2.5 by 2.5 for its external dimensions.
Okay.
2.5 added 6 inches. 3 foot by 2.5 by 2.5 are the external dimensions. 2.5, which is 30 inches by 24 by 24, are the internal dimensions. And again, these things are very sturdily built.
Essex, the final word broadsword, and this was explained, it won't function unless you're a more chaotic individual. If you're lawfully minded, it's not going to work for you. And yeah, it strikes last in a round, so if something hits you, you auto hit it, and it's a +3 broadsword. I mean, you can use it, it just doesn't work, I think.
Well, yeah, but
Find out
can't
in
use it as well.
session.
It's a broadsword.
It counts as a broadsword, yes.
It should be, even though it's not of what you would consider most standard dimensions.
Oh, not 7, Nora.
For
Sorry.
weapon proficiency purposes, it should be considered closest to a broadsword than anything else.
So
I
not
guess.
7. I'm sorry. I got the names confused with Nora.
Well, Essex, first off, that's out of character knowledge, so but you're not very chaotic, then the sword probably isn't going to function for you.
Okay, Feltec, most of the chest is wood, but the seams and the corners are iron.
And I call it a vision because I don't know what else to call it. Then all of a sudden I'm looking at the clouds,
Feltec, can you hear me? Okay, yeah. So it's a wooden chest, but it is seamed and riveted with iron along the edges and the corners. Very, very well reinforced. Because remember, y'all got one of these most of the way up out of the pit where you went in and it got dropped. And despite the fact that no, not iron bands too. At least it wouldn't be thick. But damn it, dwarves must have built this thing because it took an 8-foot fall with 1,000 pounds of coin in it, and it didn't just pop like a water balloon.
Still there. Later that night, I was sitting out front of my tent and just doing some more sky watching. I was out by myself. Everybody else had gone to bed. Nothing really happened. And then I'm getting ready to go to bed. I just
Yes. The hinges and the lock appear to be equally as sturdy to the craftsmanship of the chest overall. Damn shame that key that Ganji had on him got melted.
So, party.
That all of his locks were different, but that key was a particular skeleton key that worked on everything that he owned.
Fun one, that. So,
Shame
party.
on him. It was sternum.
Party, does anyone want the +3 final word broadsword before Nora would like to get it?
There's no lights. There's nothing for to reflect that. Not even a campfire. And yet, so in that one night, I had
Bevan,
these two
felt like you're on the way
experiences.
out, but you can lay claim if you really want. John
I'd
D,
like to find out off
Robin,
the
Sebastian, Veritas, Ariel,
No, we're good.
Essex is not here. Right, Essex dropped, but he's not chaotic, so I'm thinking
Wait,
Nora.
hold on, what? I'm here.
What's up, Golden?
Huh? All I heard was I wasn't here, huh?
My bad, Essex is not here. Okay, Golden. Out of character knowledge. Ariel, you're chaotic in nature. This sword will work for someone
Yeah.
who's chaotic in nature.
I don't need it, as I already have a Master Sword.
The 9+ sword.
Mm-hmm. So, alright. I'm thinking then Nora. I think it's on you. Unless anyone really wants to object. I know Essex isn't here anymore for the session, at least in voice. But I don't think he's
Yeah.
going to object since he can't use it.
I'm not
Okay.
wielding that nonsense.
I'm fine with it. If it was a dagger, I'd argue for it, but
Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, you're chaotic too. I mean, it's
No.
a +3 broadsword. And it's final
Yeah.
word.
It's not exactly a broadsword, but it will function as one.
So
It's
it's
got-
not exactly a broadsword.
Okay, so a broadsword has got enough grip space for your hand, maybe a little bit more. This thing was made to accommodate a giant's hand. So in the hands of a giant, it's like a dagger. But in the hands of somebody smaller, blade length, width, it's pretty much a dagger.
Not a dagger. You mean like a broadsword.
Yeah, for a player character size, it's like a broadsword for the length of the blade and the width of the blade. But for a giant, it's like a dagger.
Yeah, but then the dagger would go with them unless we gave them the dagger afterwards, and that's a lot of nonsense. Regardless.
Well, when he said it to me, he said it was a dagger, and I wrote it down. And then
It
he
was a
went back.
giant's dagger.
Yeah.
Proportional to the giant dagger. Okay. So,
Yes, it was.
can we try and get back to the house? I'd like to study that book we got.
We still have to discuss Eagles first, or how we're going to do that. That's an
Tell you
entire
what.
mess right there.
mages, the Corvos want to get y'all to the house, then they're going to go to the Temple of Shalif to tiffin some stuff. That okay with y'all?
Nora would like to accompany you only because she wants to stop at the blacksmith and
Did you
order
get your
more armor.
Alright, okay.
Not 7, but Nora.
Okay, fine. Welcome to come with.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not a cleric or anything, but do you worship Shalif by any chance? He's a great god.
No,
I'm
Nora
joking.
wants to
I'm
go
joking.
with you to buy armor.
Okay. Well, we're not stopping by the armor place, but you're welcome to tag along. Dungeon Master, I'm getting the feeling this might have to be handled out of session, what I plan to do. That's why I'm doing this towards the end. But party, before we split up, Potion of Superheroism. Kragan would like to hold on to that, because that thing was great last time. Anyone
No
object?
complaints here.
I mean, Ariel won't say
Lydia said
no,
no
but
complaints here. So who's holding on to what potions?
Well, I'm going to mark
I
the
know, I'm
Potion of
holding on
Superheroism
to-
over to Kragan.
I think I'm holding on to the poisons, or a poison. Yeah, I was giving the other one to Essex.
Nora has the strong potion of healing.
Yeah. All my
That's-
fighters have potions of healing at this point. Give that to other people, because if we go down and they need potions, they don't have to dig through our packs. Type of deal. Make sure everyone has one at the end of the day. Okay. I'm going to go mark off Adventurer Channels, Party Funds Ledger, Edit. The helm is still being distributed, but I've marked off the sword. So, Nora, that's on you now. Superheroism is being marked off. Okay, Poison. Does Ariel have both doses of poison, or did Essex get one, or did we not figure that out
Essex
yet?
got one.
Okay, but both of those are marked off?
Me one.
Okay. Flying, did that get dealt with yet?
No.
Okay. The healings are, I believe, still in the air, as well as the clairaudience, so... We all can figure that out. I can say none of the Corvos particularly think flying or clairaudience would suit them, so they're willing to not go for those, and you all can figure that out.
Okay, guys, for the record, unless y'all designate somebody other than who had it on them, the person that had it on them still has it. Okay, that's for the magic items, potions, the everything. Okay, so if y'all decide that such and such gets the helmet, y'all make sure I know that and mark it on the appropriate character sheet. Same thing with any of the potions, that giant dagger / broadsword. Let me know where it's at, who's got it, and if y'all haven't decided and it's still, air quotes, party loot, then the person that was carrying it last still has it on their person. You got me? Silence is consent.
Okay. I will stash those 2 back in my girdle.
Okay.
And let the team aware of it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, put it in your girl. Moving forward. I'm sorry, I should never have said that. I apologize to everyone. I was an offense to everyone's ears and to the human race in general.
Girdle, not girl. Girdle.
Okay,
Yeah.
I misheard you even better.
Yeah, I know. It sounded like girl to me too,
Okay.
but I
So
knew
Robin,
he
mark
was
those on your
saying-
character sheet, and I'll make a
I
note.
knew
Which
he
2
was
potions
saying
were those?
girdle.
The flying and clairaudience?
Yeah, that's wait.
Healing and clairaudience.
Yeah, yeah.
Extra healing or normal healing?
Robin had
Normal.
normal.
Okay, so the normal healing and clairaudience are
double
on Robin's girdle. Yeah,
What's the party chat message? This is for
People have
this
not
one we
gotten
just
magic
did,
items
right?
since the last haul. It's incomplete at this moment, but I'm trying to keep track so that it's somewhat fair. It's pretty meh.
Yeah, I
Reagan's
just
been
saw it. I
marked
was
off
like,
because
I'm
he just
still
got a
playing.
potion. Seven didn't get put on. Not Seven. Nora didn't get put on because they just got the sword. So on and so forth. I took
I have
off.
the airways for a moment.
Go ahead.
So this is out of character and everything. Just to clarify what I'm about to say. The plan for tonight was to have Rifle and Nora vacate from the party and stay at the house. Because now Nora has to wait for the armor. And Rifle because all 3 has left. But now because Nora got the sword, I feel compelled to stay because I don't want to grab and dash. I see that as very disrespectful. Cheaty, yes.
Okay,
To be
Nora's
fair,
got the sword.
Yes, Nora has the sword.
Okay.
is
And
that
she is chaotic.
broadsword? Is a broadsword a 2-handed weapon?
No.
No.
It's a hand and a half.
Could you one-hand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Do y'all
Hear
want
me out.
Do y'all want your dungeon master to be really super nice to you?
Yes.
I also do want to bring this up
No,
before
we want the dungeon master to be nice.
I know. I'm
I'm
just saying.
listening for yes or no votes. I heard one yes.
Sure, but
Yes.
I'm confused.
Sure.
When the dungeon master asks, you say yes every time.
Okay, guys. The sword is chaotic, neutrally aligned. Any variation from that is worthless. You have 2 chaotic neutral characters in the party, Rifle and Ariel. It
Oof.
won't be a cursed weapon for any of the rest of you, but it won't give you any pluses to hit or to damage. There is my
Nothing matters.
one super gimme for the night. So
Thank you,
either
DM.
Rifle or Ariel uses it, or it's just a normal freaking sword. Except for, like, if you fought a werewolf or something that you needed a +3 or better to hit, you could still hit it, but you get no bonuses. There, that is my one super nice gimme for the night.
So, Grills,
Yes.
you can. Could I dual wield a bastard sword and a broadsword?
If you go by the book, no. But realistically, yes, you could. But of course, you can't use the bastard 2-handed while wielding the
Obviously, yeah.
sword. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
you-
Yeah, that'd be
But
very
don't you
weird.
already have a magic dagger and a magic longsword?
I do. I have the
So-
bastard sword and the dagger,
Yeah. So you might want to kind of share stuff around. It's like,
and I am willing
yeah,
to give up the dagger.
this, and let me pass this to somebody else.
Except the person who just got that passed around item does not get the XP for it. Because it's already been claimed.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't care. Sword. Sword's a sword. I don't care if I get XP for it.
Well, would you be upset, or would you be willing to give the bastard sword to someone else then, since you can't really
I
wield
was
both of them
gonna-
at once?
Yeah,
Since-
because
I don't
somebody
know.
that can use both hands on that bastard sword
Yeah.
for that superior damage.
I was gonna say I don't know who does and doesn't use a bastard sword,
Y'all
but
need
at the
to
very least,
communicate better then.
yeah, at the very least, I'd be willing to hand up the dagger.
Probably Lars.
Yes, nice. DM is nice. I just read that felt it. Lars with a bastard sword?
I mean, Pascal uses a short sword. Kragan uses a long sword. Goran uses a hammer.
Okay. Lars has 3 proficiencies on the longsword. He's been very attached to this weapon ever since Grest gave it to him. He's also proficient with the longbow, the mace, the short sword, and he's got one open at the moment. But he's got a lot of faith in the sword that he's got, and unless
I
you
don't
can
think he's
prove-
gonna.
he has cut a lot of arms, legs, heads, and torsos into with this sword.
Well, does someone else who isn't exactly a frontline fighter want it? Because good to have magic weapons around. I mean, Gorn would love to have a magic weapon, not just the heirloom, but he can keep working with the hammer. This works.
I mean, you got to convince Lars that what you're handing him is better than the sword that Grest gave him.
Lars, it
Rifle
is
does
plus
have
12.
an open proficiency.
He does, and he might throw it on longsword and attack it at one more
How
level.
about this? I trade my Dragon Slayer longsword to 7, and Rifle takes it, and Rifle stays in or lead after they get their armor. Does that work?
I
Isn't-
suppose. I offhand, I don't see a
Oh,
problem
what?
with that.
Oh no. What for say? Rifle's taking the sword, but is he staying? You said, or is what?
Yeah, he'll stay. Because I mean,
Isn't he staying
if
with
my
Rifle then?
character gets a magic weapon, I'm not going to have it dash. It's going to stay and
Welcome
That's
back.
put in the
that's why
work.
I was saying. No, okay. No one in the party uses bastard sword. Am I correct?
No.
A party this big and nobody uses a bastard sword.
Well, not Sebastian. Stranger Things, oddly enough, used the bastard sword.
Sadly,
he's
he's not here.
gone.
Unless
But,
I
okay,
pull him out. But I mean, I'm not.
All right. Let me continue with this then. No one in the party uses a bastard sword, if I'm correct. If anyone would like to use it and would like proficiency in it, I'm fine with giving it away for a minute. Right. Otherwise, I would say I take the bastard sword and the broadsword, and I give up my +2 dagger. Yes, I know it's a dagger,
Ooh.
but it's an enchanted dagger at the very least. I am willing to give that up to someone else and have Ariel fully become a frontline fighter. He's currently a level 3 fighter, and he has an open proficiency. He can pop into a broadsword.
Ariel, do you have ambidexterity?
No, but he has a very high dex.
All right, that offsets
And by
some of the
very high
penalties.
dex, I mean an 18 dex.
That offsets some of the
Oddly enough,
penalties, but you don't get
7
initiative.
has ambidexterity, but she prefers long swords. Rifle has a long sword, and that would take away his only melee weapon from him.
All I know is my
Celtic,
guys
the-
still haven't leveled up, and it's annoying. They're so damn close.
Oh,
Robin would like to trade up for the +2 dagger if it happens, but also like to get back to the house to review the spells.
okay. Feltec, the weapon that y'all are talking about was a air quote dagger in the hand of a giant. But for y'all, it would be the equivalent of a broadsword, unless the party moved on and is talking about something else, and I got distracted.
No, they're still talking about this.
But they are talking about swapping out a bastard sword that it seems nobody knows how to use.
Yeah. So I say this. I keep the bastard sword, right? And I take the broadsword, and I give someone else, whoever wants it, the +2 dagger. I know it's a bad dagger. I know they're not the best. It's a +2 dagger, though, at the very least.
Why not
And
give Robin the +2? I give the +2 longsword to 7, and Rifle takes the quote unquote broadsword, and now we have 3 other people in the party that actually have magic weapons they can use.
the only reason why I was saying that is that you were saying you wanted to drop him because he was going to stay with Aubrey.
Yes, but if Rifle gets the sword, they're going to stay and they're going to put in the work. And then, once they feel like they've put enough in because they did get it, they leave.
Level up hit points 1d3.
Again.
Essex is doing that thing I do where it's
No, X6. That's not how he does it here.
He's not in voice.
Oh, right.
I know it's a little. I know what I'm doing is a little selfish, but I'm putting it out there as an idea. Ariel can become a frontline fighter at that point. He can hit very hard and he
Yeah,
dual
you can
wields.
hit very hard, but you're still on leather.
That's true. He's got the dex to back it up. He's got a 4 AC, or 2 AC actually.
what was
sorry.
the broadsword again? Silver some type of dragon slayer +2. Not
The
broadsword.
broadsword-
The
No.
bastard sword.
The bastard
that
sword
Ariel
is a
has.
+2 9 life stealer.
9 life stealer.
Ooh,
I almost stole my own life with that thing.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it almost did.
Rifle
Yeah.
has a +2 Dragon Slayer sword. I believe it's silver. Let me look. Yes. Or wait, no. Yeah, silver dragon. So that would give 7 a +2 longsword that she hits at 8th level with. And I have an open proficiency on rifle.
Ooh, Grills, there's something I want to show you.
Okay.
Okay, so you know how we do the thing where you allow reroll under half, and you don't like my method where you cut the number in half and then blah, 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 blah. What do you think about, here, let's do a roll 1 die 10, reroll on 1s, reroll on 2s, reroll 3s, reroll 4s, reroll 5. So first it rolled a 4, it crossed that out, and then it did a 6. So it will keep rerolling it till it hits an appropriate value.
Far too complicated just to reroll it a few
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
I'm gonna be real honest with you.
I know, but this way you get the reroll if it's not the right thing plus con.
No, I
This is an
get it.
example.
No, guys. Y'all get me mostly, and so let me put it plain and simple. Roll the damn d10.
Yeah.
It's under half. Reroll.
Okay.
Zero.
Okay.
Yeah, Double M, you're just that's
Okay,
a little bit.
No,
Too
quit the
complicated for no
modification.
reason.
I've got dice on my desk. Okay, I just
I-
leveled up. I rolled a 9. Yay, I made it. If I'd have rolled
I rolled
a
a 1. I got a reroll. I rolled a
I'm
7.
rerolling.
Okay.
Okay, just keep re-rolling it. If it takes you 2 or 3 seconds longer to get an honest result without modifier, come on, that you're making a tax code. Wait, no, it's too complicated. Keep it simple. And I'm gonna stay with that because I'm an old school guy, and
Oh my
apparently
god.
old school works. Don't it? Don't it?
Fucking tax code.
All those
So,
memes
okay.
y'all posted. Look what it takes them to express just a fraction of our power.
I know.
So
I thought you liked that.
then-
I did. I liked them both. Yours and Vader's.
So is rifle trading the longsword to 7 and taking the broadsword?
Yeah, just so I know this is going on. I want
Adding
to
an
repeat
hour.
what's happening. Right.
Adding an hour.
You're
Uh-huh.
saying
Yeah,
Rifle gives 7 whatever sword he has.
Mm-hmm.
Rifle gets the broadsword. I keep what I have, and then we go
Or
from
you
there.
could give Robin the +2 or at least loan it to them.
Why
So
dual
that's
wield?
up to you.
Then if I gave up the dagger, then I wouldn't dual wield anymore.
You,
I say
You
you
can
can trade
still-
you for the +1 dagger I have, but it's up to you. No big deal. Not that worried about it.
Alright, party. I believe in game we are currently still at the temple, and it's probably going to get late. Let's at least go to the house so the mages can fight over
Yeah.
the stuff. Can we do that? Because time is
no,
advancing.
no, guys, keep fighting for a couple of minutes, But y'all aren't even fighting or arguing. You're actually just discussing this because your dungeon master is going for another nicotine fix.
So
Okay.
is that what we're doing?
That time while I'm gone against y'all. Keep going.
Keep
I
discussing.
urgently await your response, Ariel.
Okay, give me a second there. Helix, I am using the bathroom. BRB.
So we are in agreement with that, or do we want to modify this again?
So just I'm gonna repeat it just so I have it in my head because I need to repeat it again. Rifle gets the broadsword. Rifle gives his old sword, which is whatever it is, to Seven. Seven now has a plus whatever sword that
Mhm.
hits really high level. Correct?
Yes.
And I stay out of this because we've already gone through this. Sounds good to me.
Any objections?
I'm guessing when Rifle eventually retires, he's gonna keep the sword because that would be, the right thing.
Probably if I don't die first.
But but you know what I mean though.
But
Keeps the sword, goes
Nora
on. Yeah.
effectively at this point is gone.
Alright, I'm back. Still cracking up
Question,
over the fucking tax code
Hold up,
comment.
Eminem. Hold up. Yeah,
Sorry.
Robin?
question then for this spell book. I mean, approximately how many
Rifle
pages
has
should we
its-
pick up some supplies to start making
Yeah.
copies as we're going? Is what I'm thinking. So we can start picking up. Is it a 20-page book? Is it a 100-page book?
We weren't actually told.
I know that's going to be a question for Grills when he gets back.
Mhm.
So we could possibly pick up the supplies on the way to the house. At least some supplies. I don't know if we'll be able to get it all. At least some supplies to start making copies.
Well, Rifle does have 96 blank pages of vellum back at the house.
All right, victims. I mean, players. I'm back. Yes.
We'll probably need to get more ink.
Y'all had a question for me?
Yes, to question how big this spell book is to possibly pick up supplies to start making copies.
Oh, how big is the
How many
spell book?
pages? How many pages? So you can maybe at least estimate to start getting supplies.
So you want to know how big Ganji the Fowl's spellbook is? Oh no, I can't find him. Oh, that's right. I know where he is. I used him and his lot as a bookmarker in my Fiend Folio. Let's
Just
see.
hoping to stop for supplies on the way back to the house. I don't have to make an extra trip, at least for a start on supplies.
Okay, so I assume you're just going to thumb through it and count the pages.
Yeah, something like that, just to get an estimate.
Rifle has it in his backpack. Might be a little hard to get. But he will take it out and be agreeable to let Robin count it.
Okay, good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that one's nasty. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 26, 29, 32, 35. Ooh, that's nasty. 38, 41, 44, 47, 51, 16, 67.
Anyone else here 1667?
67. I do math differently. This ain't
1667.
Kentucky math.
1667. 1667. Why does
97,
that sound interesting?
103.
Like a century and a decade before Independence Day?
His spell book is 115 pages.
What the
Are
fuck?
they all full of spells?
Well, if you want the first page and the last page, which are not spells, no, that would be 2 more. But the spell pages 115.
All right, so I need to buy
Have
19.
fun, mages.
Yeah,
Hey,
mages,
guys,
you all get to have fun for the
guys,
next couple weeks.
Guys, off-world knowledge. One of his spells is chain lightning.
Okay, guys, I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, not a question, but more of an idea. Rifle has perfect memory and read and write magic. I could probably make 4 copies or 3 copies, and one of us keeps the original.
Faster than all 3 of 4
Yes.
you put together.
Would you all be agreeable to that?
I'm not a mage. I don't care.
Yeah, as Craig and Corvo,
Yeah.
the spellcaster, I have to say I cannot give less shits. But good for you, man. Good for you. Enjoy the spells, guys.
If I'm understanding it correctly, yes, that makes sense. Is what she's saying accurate, girls?
Yes,
It would take
yes,
her a lot
it
less
is.
time. Okay.
Rifle 100 XP.
Woo!
Oh.
So with that, you all just have to pay for your own
Materials, ink,
materials.
paper, leather binding, basically the copy materials for your books. And quills. Don't forget the quills.
And all I ask in for exchange is to have the original copy.
And
So
watch
I
her
can-
get insane spending the next 4 months doing so.
So I can at a later date make my own copy. Because I think I'll be tired making y'all.
Just a question about I'm not a mage, so I don't know this, but I'm asking this anyways. You can skim through all those spells and know what they are without causing any memorizing problems, right?
Try it in
How
session.
does that
Find
work?
out.
Yeah, because I don't remember how that works. I don't know how that works actually. We've been done that.
So I guess you are going to lose a bunch of that gold on what I'm sure you aren't going to use papyrus or paper. You are going to want to go with
Vellum.
vellum. What was the other one? Papyrus.
Paper, papyrus,
Parchment.
Parchment.
I'd say.
Yeah.
parchment. Yeah.
Maybe it started with another P. I remember what it was.
Okay, it's okay, we can work out the details later on supplies needed for all of that.
Papyrus is the lowest end. Parchment is right after that. Paper, then vellum, if I remember correctly.
You can only.
Trash.
No, you can.
And the answer to your question about that.
No, I
piece you
felt
found
like
on
paper
the
is
floor.
one step lower
I was gonna say
than
you
vellum.
can only
Papyrus,
write
Scrapping.
spells on.
parchment, paper, vellum.
You can technically write spells on any paper, can't you?
Oh hell, you
How
can
it
just
turns
use
out.
a slate and write your spell down
Yeah.
in chalk. But you know what? The
Doesn't
longevity you
work as
get.
well.
Oh, let me get my slate tablet out and oh no, it got smudged. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Would we be able to get a list of those spells so we can figure out what we're doing by next session?
By next session, I'm sure we can work something out in the middle. Now, the Emperor, he's got this one room that the spells are actually etched into the walls. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. I mean,
no.
destroy that spell book, bitches.
Well, I mean, if Leonard was there, it wouldn't take very long.
Leonard would
Anyone got
find a
some
way.
dynamite?
Leonard finds a way.
Anyone got some gunpowder?
The walls of that room are made out of iron.
All right, did we just fill it with lava? There you go.
There you go. Yeah, just break out your
Let me
bucket of
carry up
I got
that
an
lava
idea.
bucket.
My
oxidize it.
ever-filled bucket of lava. I will now make that.
Have fun with that.
Guys,
Rifle's
seriously,
ever full lava bucket.
Okay, then the next thing you have to do is, well, just get into the Citadel.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Alright, I get the feeling
Dig
session's
around.
almost over, but Dungeon Master, can we go home?
Okay, it is currently 1:46 in the afternoon, and the party wishes to make their way back to John D's house, correct?
Yes.
I would also like to note, John officially has the helmet.
So
Okay.
how
You're the
much
talking in character.
XP did?
Now, we are going to end the session because apparently with the dice result of +3, there will be an encounter.
Ah.
And I have to leave,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, you
Got
are
you.
fine.
I will
So
see y'all later.
let me go down here to in the timeline
I'll delete
and
my
record
thing.
the time. This is day 133. Y'all have actually made it another day since the last 2 sessions.
Go
Ooh.
to the house. At lunch.
So we will get a copy of the spells, right?
Sounds like it.
I meant from you.
Oh yeah, I've got it in my tray under